Hello. Um, Good morning. My name is Darby Lynn. Black women weather the liminal space of questionable life and certain death in sacred and secular spaces. Their experiences are often overlooked or invalidated entirely. Even in the midst of these virulent truths, women all over the African diaspora have regularly carved out rhetorical enclaves to revive and reclaim their agency.
I'm Strauss. Whether within or beyond respectability politics, within African American denominational churches, or popular subcultures like hip hop, Black women have historically utilized a particular and contextualized rhetoric to intentionally disrupt the interlocking oppressive terrains where they have been extracted and exploited. This resistance is most visible in Black women's proclamation. We welcome you to this space today to encounter phenomenal womanism. The first tenet of Womanist Proclamation is radical subjectivity. Say her name. Radical subjectivity expresses a woman's ability to affirm her authentic self in the midst of oppression. It is a journey towards identity formation. And this is what Aja Monet does so well in her poem, Say Her Name. So in honor of you, me, and all of us, and those murdered by the state, Monet speaks truth to power with her words. Say her name. I am a woman carrying other women in my mouth. Behold a sister, a daughter, a mother, a dear friend. Spirits demystified in a comrade's tone, they gather to exhale breath and breathe a dance. With the death we know is not the end. All these nameless bodies haunted by pellet wounds in their chests. Listen for us in the saying of a name you cannot pronounce. Black and woman is a sort of magic you cannot hashtag. The mere weight of it, too vast to be held. We hold ourselves, an inheritance felt between the hips. Women of soft darkness, portal of light. Watch them envy the revolution of our movement. We break open to give life flow. While the terror of our tears torment our taste, my rage is righteous. My love is righteous. My name is righteous. Hear what I'm about to say here. We too have died. We know we are dying too. I am not here to say, look at me, how I died. So brutal a death, I deserve a name to fit all the horror in. But I'm here to tell you how if they mentioned me in their protests and their rallies, they would have to face their role in it too. My beauty too. I have died many times before the blow of the body. I have bled many months before the bullet to the flesh. We know, you know, the body is not the end. Call it what you will. But for all the hands, cuffed wrists of us, the shackled ankles of us, the bend over to make room for you of us, how dare we speak anything less than I love you? We who have just loved just as loudly in the thundering rain as we do when the sun shines on our faces and the world kisses us unapologetically. We be so beautiful when we be. How are you going to be free without me? Your freedom is tied up in mine. At the nappy edge of our soul, singing for all our sisters. Watch them. Watch them stretch their arms to my voice. How they fly open chested toward your ear. Listen, listen for Renika Boyd, Tanisha Anderson, Yvette Smith, Arne Robertson, Ariana Jones, Kayla Moore, Ashia Davis, Shelley Fry, Devani Johnson, Miriam Carey, Kendra James, Alberta Spruill, Skylar Harrison, Tarika Wilson, Sharice Francis, Chantel Davis, Melissa Williams, Danisha Harris, Michelle Cousseau, Pearlie Golden, Catherine Johnson, Eleanor Bumpers, Natasha McKenna, China Long, Shaniqua Proctor, Brianna Taylor, Sandra Bland, Sandra Bland, Sandra Bland. We are not saying we do not vanish in the bated breath of our brothers. Show me a man willing to fight beside me, my hand in his, the color of courage. There is no mountaintop worth seeing without us. Meet me in the trenches where we lay our bodies down in the valley of a voice. Say it, just say her name. And if you will repeat after me, if I didn't define myself, for myself, I would be crunched into other people's fantasies of me. By the great Audre Lorde.
Today I want to present with you the words of womanist thinkers to present a tenet of womanism named redemptive self-love, aided by the words of Marsha P. Johnson as well. Shania Settles recognizes redemptive self-love as 1, the ability to love self at all costs, 2, the ability to reject social construction, and 3, the ability to redefine, reconstitute, or construct self-identity by deconstructing Eurocentric, patriarchal code and structures. In order to love self, one must totally and intensely love one another, humanity, and life itself. As Alice Walker says, to participate in redemptive self-love, you must become a woman who, quote, loves music, loves dance, loves the moon, loves the spirit, loves love and food and roundness, loves the struggle, loves the folk, loves herself regardless. A woman who participated in this tenet was, of course, Marsha P., a patron saint of my community. I'm trans, so. In particular, Marsha loved the spirit, quote, I got the Lord on my side, and I took him to my heart with me, and I came to the city for better or worse. In particular, Marsha loved the struggle. Jesus and her were always talking, as she once said. Jesus told her, you might wind up with nothing. And Marsha said, quote, honey, I don't care if I never have nothing, ever, till the day I die. All I want is my freedom. Sorry. Marsha was willing to redefine her self-identity willing to challenge and reject the social construction that forced her to present as male in the past, and willing to construct her identity as a transgender woman with her freedom and Jesus by her side. If she had those two things, she would be happy. With her freedom, she could love herself, and she did love herself regardless. Regardless of the trials she faced, she had her love for who she had become, and she had the guidance of Jesus, something that no one could take away from her, finally. This is the word of St. Marcia. May her words inspire you to remember to love music, to love the moon, to love the spirit, to love love, food, and roundness, to love the struggle, to love the folk, to love yourself, regardless. And of course, as Marcia says, remember that the Lord will be on your side for better or worse, quote, always talking to those who will listen for guidance. Thank you.